Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Breaking news. Sack D's overstay service chiefs. Senate tells Buhari over Borno. Everybody is rising up. Everybody is rising up. But again, don't be deceived though. Talk, they say, is cheap. They might want to hear the country because they all were the ones who all their hair behind their neck stood. You know, when they saw what the youth organized, now they are getting, you know, when you live in a glass house, you don't throw stones. When you do, you will eventually break one of the stones. When your mother sells in the market, you don't go to the market and begin to throw stones. It may eventually land on the head of your mother. The chances of it landing on your head of your mother is 1 over the number of people there. It could be anybody. And guess what? It might just be your mother. You never can tell. So the House of Rep members said they are inviting Buhari to come and answer questions on insecurity. What we are saying is Buhari is one of their men. They've been the one giving him loans, approving loans left, right, and center, and encouraging him to continue to begin to put the country in debt. In fact, they are now using the country assets to borrow more money. Anyway, Mamila, House of Representatives Speaker, have said that Buhari will have to come to the House to answer some questions. Senate as well is saying, the service chiefs, as a matter of fact, their tenure has elapsed. Buhari said, no, they go nowhere. They die there. Why? They are fulfilling a purpose. What Buhari really wants and intends is what they are doing. So how can they go? When you are comfortable with what's happening, why do you change it? You are enjoying it. There's no need to change it. Okay, let's continue. Breaking news. Sack those of a state service chief. Senate tell Buhari over Borno. The resolution of the upper legislative chamber following a motion suspended by Kazim, senator representing Borno Central. The request for the lawmakers is coming 6 months after they asked the service chiefs to resign. Gabriel Olosunu, Chief of the Defense, Takwa, Chief of Armed Staff, Sadiq Bebubakar, Chief of Air Staff, and Ebuka Ete, Chief of the Navy Staff, are all overdue for retirement. As a matter of fact, their tenure has long elapsed, but they have not been changed. They have served in Buhari's first tenure, and they are still there. Their attention has been thrown constantly since they began their tenure, since Buhari appointed them to be Chief of Service Staff. Nigerians has constantly called that they be changed. What happened in President Goodluck Jonathan was the country began to lose confidence in Jonathan that he could not protect the country, especially with the case of insecurity rapidly rising. The country was very tired of insecurity that was going on, and they wanted a change. So what did they do? They said, my people, it is time to get Goodluck Jonathan out of the way. And they rose up and said, Goodluck Jonathan, time to go. They all stood against him and said, yes, it's time to go. Guess what? He left. Buhari started his first tenure. Even at the first tenure, nothing changed. It was worse than ever before. Since then, 2015 precisely, Nigerians have been calling for the sack of the service chief. But guess what? Buhari said, what? Go where? No, you go nowhere. You stay. I appointed you. You are fulfilling the reason, the mandate for which you were called into office is being fulfilled. So why should I change them? I cannot change them. They must stay there. They stay there, and life and property keep being destroyed. We see other people, coming into the country, people from Niger, Chad, coming in and getting our Nigerian passport. Very well. Because there is no law and order. They come in as long as they can say, oh, they just get our Nigerian passport and they can go ahead and do what they want to do. Can you see? They come in. Look at what happened a few weeks back. When Americans came into the country, they called them the commandos. 6 of them came to free, they came here to free the person, an American who was held hostage by the Niger Republic, and they gained access into our very own land. And they say border is closed though. They say the border is closed. However, they gained access. They were able to enter peacefully without being. So who are those? Who are the people at the border? Who are the people at the border? Who are we not supposed to have people watching and making sure that the border is safe? Don't we have border restriction agencies that will check your passport and make sure that you are from that country and all that? Because I know that overseas, we all know that Canada and America, you can pass from one to the other. But guess what? There is what we call border restrictions, where you'll be asked, can you produce your identity to show that? Do you get what I mean? Nigeria, there is no such thing. Almost every countries have borders between themselves and the other people. It's okay, it's fine. But when those borders are not being manded and people just do things the way they want, how can a nation survive like that? How? My people, it is terrible what goes on in Nigeria. Senate are finally waking up. There is a cry on call. Let me tell you, I just hope this is not the initial dust that it keeps, that rises up. And after rising up, the dust settles again and we go back to business as usual and life continues as if nothing has happened. I just hope it's not the same thing. That there is difference at this time and that, things change. That it's not big, it's no longer business as usual. You see? It's very important because you don't know lives, children that are now orphan. You don't understand what's going on currently in this country. It's terrible. Young women becoming widow, not because the men were sick or anything. Families, dislodged. It's not fair. It's not fair what happens in this country. It's very unfair because Buhari continues there when his son was ill. When his son was ill, not really ill, his son, the son went to ride a bike. Nobody sent him, so it's his own decision. When the son went to ride a bike and fell from the bike, we all saw how Buhari left everything and ran after the son, and went immediately to the side of the son, and immediately a jet was saddled to take him out of the country because they don't trust this the nation's the national health system. They've not invested in it. Even Abuja, the very Abuja hospital, the presidential hospital, there's nothing there. We all saw it now. There's the way breeze blew, and the back of the cock will just be seen. When later Biakriari when he had coronavirus, was there any place to treat him? No. Leave us a comment. Let's hear your thoughts. God bless you. Bye for now.